We're going to be putting a barbecue together. Nexgrill 4-burner gas grill with side burners. And tomorrow's Father's Day, and guess I'm a father, so I'll put it together. We'll see what's in here now. It was rattling around in my car on the way back. Of course, I got the instruction manual. Here's the hood, and here's some of the legs. So I'm not going to show unpacking this thing, but I'll show the pieces once I get them out. All right, we got it out of the box, and inside the grill is all the pieces you need, and it comes with the legs, supports, and then instructions. So I'll open this up and I'll show you later what's in here. So we're at this page here. We built the frame, and it's really easy so far. You got to make sure you got the axles, the wheels on the back on one end, and then the wheels. This frame gets where the propane tank sits, so there's a notch just cut out here. So put those upright, and have all these tabs facing outside, and these tabs with the different tabs on the back. So and then these tabs over there. The next thing we're going to do is put there's plates that go on here. So we'll put those on, and let's see here how it goes. All right, in order to put this plate on, we had there's screws already in there when you buy the barbecue. They're threaded. So just back those out enough to get this part on there, and that part, and you got to fight it a little bit. That silver part is part of the threaded thing, so it's not a washer, so you got to just lift it off that. And then if it's too tight, you have to back them out more to give more, to have it go in. But so we got everything backed out here, and they're just exact same part. So, and sometimes they're bent a little bit, maybe in shipping or in unboxing. So this part goes. Let's see if I could do this without. All right, we're going to put the wheels on, and there's a inside and outside. So this goes towards the barbecue, and then there's that hole. We'll go there. It's all you need is the washer they provide, and a 1/2-inch socket, and put it on tighten. You don't want it too tight, but you don't want it whatever you can bear when you're pulling it around. There we go. There we go. I'm not going to be going that fast with it. Then this one on the inside has some, this faces outward, so that always a leg. It has some latches that you need to put on there, and holes here and here. And then it's kind of tight. There we go. And it stays in there. So we got it this far. So this is the some kind of a hanger, and it only fits on the side without the casters. It comes with a screw threaded that you got to put in there. And there's only one, so it needs to go there. Then this thing here hooks inside there's holes inside here. It comes out here, sticks right in, it turns, falls down. Next step is the top. So we got the grill part on, and there's nuts with threaded pieces in there, so those go on really nice. It just sits right nice. This one does the same thing, sits nice. This one, on this side, we were missing that threaded part. I don't know what happened in the manufacturing, but I had a threaded nut there of my own, so we put that on there. Then we stuck this one on the way it should be into the threaded part. So full 4 bolts are holding this thing, and it's pretty sturdy. There's 4 other bolts that hold that, and they're threaded, also threaded, and you got to get in there. We started those by hand, and then we needed our screwdriver. Make sure you go righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So that's kind of the most awkward part. You can't do it without the lid on, so you can't put this frame without the lid. So nice and tight. So that's that. Okay, next we put the side burner on and the side plate. It has one side plate that doesn't have a burner. So we got that on, and so the first step you're gonna have to do is back out these screws. And then it's pretty easy. Slide them into the hole and push up. You have to back up more, but then these, this one needs to come right out because you'll put that hole here. These ones needs to be backed out halfway because they slide right into here. And then there's one more. Did we use that one? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's one more here. It goes that way. It goes inside. So yeah, that's how you get that. Then there's screws that go, and our plate, our side burner's right here. Let me get that. Our side burner goes right here. There's the screws. You get to put them in from the inside, and there's already threads. So that goes there. This front plate goes on the front and screwed into there. So we put this on first, then we put this on. Okay, next we put the side burner on and the side plate. It has one side plate that doesn't have a burner. So we got that on, and so the first step you're gonna have to do is back out these screws. And then it's pretty easy. Slide them into the hole and push up. You have to back up more, but then these, this one needs to come right out because you'll put that hole here. These ones needs to be backed out halfway because they slide right into here. And then there's one more. Did we use that one? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's one more here. It goes that way. It goes inside. So yeah, that's how you get that. Then there's screws that go, and our plate, our side burner's right here. Let me get that. Our side burner goes right here. There's the screws. You get to put them in from the inside, and there's already threads. So that goes there. This front plate goes on the front. The first step you need to put this silver plate on first. The bolts and screws are really more easier to get at. And then this one slips right in nicely after you unloosen those screws because it's already threaded. So the next, it's all in there and it's fit really nice. And those are hard to work with, but we got them. They're doing all right. With this on top, we'll be fine. So this is going to go in here, and down here somewhere. All right, we'll show you that later. All right, we got burners mounted, and there's some screws that you have to put out. And then you still have to stick your propane into the pipe. And propane goes down that way, and this is the igniter. So all they have to do is just squeeze that on there, and it doesn't come out. I'm not going to force it out, but and so that's that. And went together really well. All right, this is the grease tray in the bottom. It goes through the back, and what you'll have to do is install this holder. It's a separate piece you got to install. That's the smallest bolts, and it's these rods are threaded, so it's pretty easy. I got to find the bottom of it. It's on these rails. And then this goes right in there. And there's some holes here for something, so who knows what that's going to be. So that's that grease tray. We're almost getting done here. So we got the thing put together. It has, we put the rack in there like this. These holes fit that. And has the bars that go over the grill. And then the lighter has a battery power, and you got to make sure you stick the pointy end out and tightening it up, and then the button's right there. I don't know if you heard that on TV land. Thank you for watching. This is a beautiful barbecue. We're going to be using it tomorrow, and it's good. This will be a good summer of barbecuing. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos.